You can sing, I wanna be K.
Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. This is gonna be a little bit different video than what I normally make. I'm just coming on here to rant a little bit about some things that I've seen on the internet lately surrounding Gabbie Hanna. Just a disclaimer, my doggo is in here. I live in a small apartment. You're gonna hear him chewing on random shit throughout this video. It's just how it be. It just be like that sometimes. Okay, anyways, back to the video. So if you are close to me or you've seen a couple of my videos before, you would know that I am in fact a Gabbie Stana. You know, I basically chose to go to VidCon last year so that I could see her perform music. I've made videos in the past, like kind of dissecting her last EP and things like that. So if you want to check those out, I'll link those down below. But today, I'm just gonna rant a little bit about some things that I've seen on the internet because Gabbie tends to be more of a polarizing creator, and I get that. I get that there's people that don't like her. I get there's people that don't like her music or her poetry or anything like that. And that's fine. But what is just wild to me is the amount of energy that people put into not liking Gabbie Hanna. Like, not liking Gabbie Hanna is its own fandom. Like, imagine being in a fandom of people where the fandom is about not liking someone. Like, they usually respond to her posts just as quickly as all her fans do, which means they definitely have their notifications on. It's just a little wild, right? They're constantly throwing mistakes that she's made in the past in her face anytime she posts anything. My dog's chewing up scissors, hold on. Which I recognize that she's done some things in her past that are not great. But I think that everyone has things like that, and I feel like she's definitely grown from a lot of that. And hey, I just wanted to add real quick, because I don't think I fleshed out this idea well enough. There's a really good point that Paige Ferris made in her video, kind of about this topic, is like how, you know, you would feel if your worst moments were constantly thrown back at you, like the worst things that you have ever done, being constantly thrown in your face anytime, you know, something good happened to you or you were doing something that you were really excited or passionate about. So I'm gonna link her video down below. I think you should check it out. She fleshed out a lot of those ideas a lot better than I did. So you should definitely check that out. I'm not like a longtime fan. I started watching her at the beginning of 2018, I believe. 2 years. I've been a pretty big fan of hers. And it's just really cool to have gotten to see that growth just over the past 2 years. And it's just really crazy to me. Maybe it's because I'm a lot older than some of these people. I think that there's a lot of people that are a part of the anti-Gabbie Hanna fandom that are a lot younger, and so maybe that's why they're reacting this way, but I don't know. I don't like go and seek out these people or anything because I don't have the time. I am an adult. I have an apartment with bills. I have a 401k. I don't have time for this. So anyways, I just feel like there's this really weird idea on the internet that no one can grow from their past mistakes, and that's just simply not true. So one of the things, I feel like it's really important to note here, like, why I like Gabbie Hanna, just for anyone who, outside of all of this craziness, that maybe doesn't quite get it. But her music is not necessarily the type of music I usually listen to. I listen to a lot of, like, well, I guess kind of is, like, pop punk and folk and rock and, like, you know, also some country mixed in there and stuff. But normally, like, this isn't the type of artist that I would seek out and consider myself to be, like, a true fan of. But what inspires me about her is her story, you know, everything that she's come from. And I necessarily didn't have the best childhood growing up. I'll link my song down below about that. And even though it's in very different ways than her, I'm just really inspired by her story. And she's actually the one who inspired me to start doing YouTube, and that's why she holds such a special place in my heart. Because there's a lot of YouTubers that have inspired me in the past, but she's the one that inspired me this go around, and I've really kept up with it because of her. And I like that I feel like she doesn't put herself in a box. You know, I feel like a lot of people are just an author or just a YouTuber or just a musician, and that's all they're going to be, and they're not interested in doing anything else. And I feel like there's this stigma that you have to just be one of those things and focus on one of those things for your whole life. And I think seeing her do all the different things that I wanted to be, a YouTuber, a musician, a author, really like showed me that I didn't have to choose, because I think one of the things that held me back for a really long time from pursuing my dreams is this idea that like, well, I have interest in doing everything, and I can't do all of them, much less one, and be successful. But then again, I see this person that I see a lot of myself in, and they're doing everything that I want to do. I want to do all of I want to be an author, I want to be a musician, I want to be a YouTuber, and there's a lot of other things that I want to do that necessarily outside of the realm of Gabbie Hanna. I want to own a nonprofit that helps provide resources for families with incarcerated family members. So there's just a lot of things that I want to do, and I feel like this idea that I had to exist in this box and choose just one for a long time kept me from pursuing any of them. And it's really silly looking back on it, but you know, that's why I'm so passionate about all of this. That being said, this is also partially to recognize my bias in this situation, because I obviously like Gabbie. I know that I like Gabbie Hanna because I see a lot of myself in her. And so that may be why I feel a little bit more defensive. But, you know, I just feel like people really do tend to nitpick everything that she does. There are things that she's done that is a valid reason to not like her, and I respect that, but I think that a lot of people tend to just hate on her for existing. For example, I saw this comment, so she recently released a video announcing her new poetry book, and then she released a song last Friday as well, so it was talking about that as well, and addressing some of the comments about her previous poetry book. And I saw this comment that was criticizing her for talking about her new poetry book for the first part of the thing. But what I guess they don't realize is that she had told us like a while ago, told her fans, that she was going to make an announcement in this video, and this was the announcement. So like, of course she's gonna spend a decent amount of time talking about the book, because that's how us, the people that want to read it, that she needs to market to, are gonna hear about it. So like, I don't understand criticizing her for basically doing her job. Like she, like this is her job, and she was basically doing her job by telling us about the thing that she's creating that we want to hear about, because we want to consume it and we want to know about all of that. I also see a lot of nitpicking her old book, and she has acknowledged that there were parts of it that were more rushed. That's fine. But I don't think like, and this is obviously very like subjective, but I don't think it's like bad. I haven't read the full book. I'll also give it that, you know, that's fair. But like the little poetry things that have been floating around that people are criticizing her for, first of all, link in bio is freaking hilarious and ironic and funny, and duh. I don't know. I feel like a lot of other people do stuff like that in poetry books that don't get criticism for it. And also maybe like some of this audience is younger and didn't grow up with Shel Silverstein and maybe is less familiar with the style. So maybe that's part of it too. But, you know, I think the feeling like the book is rushed is a fair criticism to make. I don't think that, you know, some of the poems that I've seen flowing around are necessarily as bad as people making them out to be. Because some of them have layers. Like I saw the one about OCD that she put. I think it has more layers than what it is at the face value. You know, and struggles with mental health and kind of like obsessing over one thing to block out the other. I haven't actually read the full poetry book, so I think it's a fair criticism of me for people to, you know, say you haven't really read the full book, but I've read some of the poems that people have posted about criticizing her for. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. But the thing that pushes me over the edge, the thing that makes me feel like I have to put pants on, put a ring. Look, I'm literally, they may be leggings, but I literally put pants on for this. Set up my ring light, have like a full, oh God, I never plugged in the microphone. Oh well, this is just how it's gonna be. I'll plug it in now. Does it sound better? Does it sound any different? I don't know, we'll learn together. Anyway, the thing that made it worth it to me to put my whole camera setup up, put on some pants, and sit on my couch and talk about this is that there's a lot of people out there that hate on celebrities. There's people, you know, and this is not necessarily to compare her to this person, which I know is a confusing concept apparently for some people. People have said forever that Lady Gaga can't sing, you know, and then A Star Was Born comes out and it's like, oh my God, she actually can sing, but like she's always been able to sing. Anyway, I'm rambling. The thing is, people criticize, you know, celebrities of all levels, and people send hate comments to them and all of that. But what's so crazy to me is that the people that ferociously dislike / hate Gabbie Hanna seem to also attack her fans, and I don't think that that's right. You know, I'm not a very vocal fan because I could very easily just become a Gabbie Hanna fan account and then completely forego everything else that I do. You know, I'm not the most vocal. I'm also a lot older than a lot of the people that are fans of her, so you know, I'm not necessarily interested in like talking to a bunch of teenagers online about this artist that we like. I'm 24, sorry. And nor do I really feel like arguing with a bunch of teenagers who don't like her and all this stuff. But anyway, I don't think it's right that people are going out and attacking her fans. And it's one thing, first of all, it's despicable and awful, but it's one thing to send death threats to an artist, and a completely different thing to send it to her fans, especially fans that are younger. And it's just kind of gross. Like, why do you spend so much energy not just attacking this person, but attacking the people that like them? Like, I'm just out here trying to listen to Gabbie Hanna music and read her poetry books and enjoy all of the things that she's creating, watch her make squishy videos, watch her, like, you know, bald boyfriend cook in their kitchen or whatever. You know, like, I'm not out here trying to make a statement by doing that, you know. It's just crazy to me that like people are attacking each other for the things that they like, essentially. Like, it's bonkers to me. Bonkers, in the words of Gabbie Hanna, obviously. But anyways, the purpose of this was not to change anybody's mind, because I'm convinced I'm not going to change anybody's mind here. Everyone who dislikes Gabbie Hanna is obviously like really impassioned about it. It's kind of a part of their personality, it feels like. So I'm not going to change their mind, realistically. I just wanted to come on here and vent, and then maybe see if there are some other older Gabbie Hanna fans that think that this is so as crazy as I am. Especially this last part about the fact that people feel the need to attack her fans for being her fans. And this is crazy to me. Are there any other I don't know. I don't really like follow, well, I do follow a lot of people, that's a lie. But I don't think anyone else that I follow, like their fans are being attacked by people that don't like them as much as I see it with Gabbie Hanna. And maybe I see it more because I'm more in the community. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. Anyways, this is not my usual content. I mostly post vlogs about, you know, body positivity and just about my life and the things that I'm doing and traveling and life in Texas as me. So if you're interested in that, check out my channel. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stream and download Dandelion. I'll put that down below. I don't know what video this insert is gonna be a part of, but I just want to make a correction. In my last video, I said that Kelso was his pet store name, but we didn't get him from a pet store. We got him from a pet orphanage because he was basically a rescue.
He's Batman. He's an orphan.
Yeah. Anyways, just wanted to make that correction. Dibbles! Do not eat scissors! What the f is wrong with you? Ow! You have chew toys. I paid like $15 for this. Eat it.